So now I'm going to take this cocktail glass and my Corvette, and I'm going to do a couple of masks with these guys. So let's talk about the pen tool. So the pen tool is a little bit different way to select things. So if I go down here to the pen tool, you've got a couple of other options baked in here. You've got your convert point tool, delete anchor point, add anchor point. Both of these basically affect anything you build with these. And typically what you want to use when you do masking like this, we'll use a pen tool and we'll use a curvature pen tool. Go ahead and show you the pen tool first, and then we'll come back in and do curvature on this guy. Okay, so if we just want to focus on essentially this glass, the easiest way to go in here and get this going using the pen tool, click and drag and bring out handles. So I'm going to click here, click again and drag. And as I drag that handle out, I can kind of smooth this edge. And sometimes you got to watch how aggressive you are because you don't want to end up here. The situation like this where I pulled this handle out so far that it's made it kind of tricky to bring this other one in where I need it to. So if you hit Control Z, Alt Control Z to back up one, and one more time, and just come in here, make a smaller curve. Actually, let's back up again. Control Z, here, this. And continue to just kind of rough this guy out here. Spacebar here a little bit. And then we just continue with our shape. You can tell you start making those big moves. It makes it a little awkward. You're extending. It's probably too much. Actually, one here, here. And in our case, I'm not going to worry about the strawberry. So, and then when I get back to the start, you see the little open circle, and I'm going to close it. So this doesn't automatically make a selection this way. The way this works is you have your paths panel over here, and I've created a work path, which is my path that I created with the pen tool. So if I double click this guy and I call it glass PT for pen tool, okay, I can do more additional masks in here like so. Now that I have this glass set, if I wanted to go ahead and add a new work path, and this time let's say I was going to do the straw. So in this case, I could go over here, grab the pen tool, make a point. Since this is straight, I don't have to click and drag. It's just a click and drop. And then close this guy off. And see now right here, I can double click this one and call it straw. So you can continue to make masks this way, make these, make paths this way, and then turn these guys into masks. So the way you would do that is I would hold down Control and click on the path. And now I have that loaded as a selection. So I can go over here, I can duplicate this layer and add a mask, and I have my glass. Same difference. If I wanted to go back here, let's get rid of this mask, away, delete it. We can also grab both of these paths together So if you mask out several different things this way, draw the paths rather, and then you want to add it all into one big selection for a mask, you control click once, control shift, click, and now I've added that to it as well. So I can go down through here and mask all of these things out individually if it was easier on me. Just the top of the strawberry itself, the glass, the straw, etc. And then keep loading those in until I had a mask my selection I wanted, and I would be able to put it all in one layer, but keep all of these saved. Because whenever I save this document, this Photoshop document, and close it, it will save these paths in here so I can always get back to them if I need them. So some people find this a little easier to work with in that sense. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the curvature pen tool. So the difference with this guy and the regular pen tool is the curvature kind of helps you follow along if you're making curved edges. So in this case, if I click and drag, you see where I can kind of really control where this line goes and make another line, same kind of thing. But as I start to move this guy around, you can see there's a little bit of curve coming in. And then the next one adds more curve. And I'm just going to shoot right along through here. You can see how this can really help when you're masking and you have a curved kind of object like this. Really, really make life a whole lot easier. Now right here, because I don't really have an edge and I don't really need curve added to this or influencing the other points, it would be a good opportunity to turn this into a locked point without curve. So the way I would do that is I would go back while I still have the tool selected to that point, double click it, and it gives me a straight line. And then I need another straight line here. I don't want it to curve out. So double click this guy and a straight line. So now, once I come back in, I can go back. Oops, let's not do that. Double click him. So now I can kind of draw off of him, go back into making my curves. And same kind of deal here. I'm actually not just going to mask out this first tire. I'm not going to do the second one. So you can see how the curve kind of guides you. You can move these around after the fact as well. So that's one of the other kind of positive things about curvature line pen tool. Straighten that line out. And let's see. Just going to take let's double click that guy. So a straight line. Double click that guy, and then now I can get back. Go through here just like that. And double click. All right. So now I have my path. Now, if there's anything in here I decide I need to change, I can always go back in here, add a point if I need to, bring this in. See where it gave me the little plus symbol. I can just add and bring them in, adjust, and hit Alt to delete a point if you have one we don't need. Say I want to get rid of this guy. So, all right. Going to zoom out, go over to our paths panel, work path. This is going to be my car side. And hit OK. And same kind of thing, if I want this other wheel, I can go ahead and create a new path. I'm just going to get this back wheel with this one. Make sure I got the curvature pen tool selected. close that guy off. This is wheel. Same thing as last time. I'm going to hold down Control and click, and then Control Shift and click to grab them both. Go back into layers, duplicate this layer, and then hit the mask button. There we go. So you can build them either way. Very similar to the pen tool, but like I said, gives you a little bit more flexibility in terms of moving your points around as you're making your path and changing the orientation of them, whether you want them curved or you want them to snap. And so you just double click them when you want them to snap and become straight lines. Otherwise, you can just continue building a curve. So that's a little bit about the pen tool and the curvature pen tool.